everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liana. Today I'm going to be doing the 2019 makeup tag. This was started by Alexandria Sutton here on YouTube. She also goes by Makeup by AK over on Instagram. She tagged me to do this, and I thought that I would do this as my last video of 2019. I'm getting ahead of myself. 2018. I'm going to be taking a break, and I'm not going to be back until approximately the second week of January. I'm taking, so this will be going up on Christmas Eve. I'm taking the rest of this week off and next week as well. I just have a lot of things that I would like to do, including get my jewelry website up, which I've been working on for a very long time. I kind of got interrupted last year with all of my health problems. This necklace I'm wearing right now is something that I made. I've made lots of different jewelry, and I would just like to get that up finally. I have some stuff I would like to read. Just would generally like to spend time with my family, and I haven't taken a break since my forced absence on YouTube last year with all of my health issues. So in saying all of that, I'm just going to get into this video. If you would like to do this tag, I'm sure Alexandria would really appreciate it. And I will leave all of the questions down below if you would like to take part. Question number 1, if you had to pick a motto for what you'd like your 2019 makeup life to be like, what would it be? Fearless, I guess. I feel like this year I've taken a lot more risks with my makeup, including wearing colors, finishes that just generally I wouldn't have before. It kind of started a little bit last year and then just bled more into this year, and I'd like to continue that next year. So yeah, I guess my 2019 makeup motto would be fearlessness. Question number 2, what one brand do you expect to come out with something groundbreaking in 2019? Well, I know that Fenty is coming out with powder face products like bronzers and everything, and I could see that they would potentially do a really good job with this because they came out with 40 shades of foundation, and I could see them doing a really good job of coming out with deep bronzers for deep skin. Deep bronzers for deep skin. You know, as much as a lot of us like to be outraged about foundation shades, not a lot of us seem to care about bronzer shades, contour shades, blush shades. This is just as much an issue, and we should be aware of that. And Fenty will probably, I can't see why they wouldn't be, will probably be at the forefront of coming out with a wide selection of products for everyone. So I can only hope that this will be true, and this shouldn't be revolutionary. You know, I feel like this should be a standard, but it probably will be revolutionary, and I look forward to it. Number 3, what brand do you think will be burnt out in 2019? Kat Von D. Honestly, I feel like she's lost a lot of fans because of her beliefs, both anti-science and anti-Semitic. But also the fans that she's kept have noticed a severe decline in quality. So I don't know. I realize that she is technically owned by Sephora, but business is business. If her brand continues to decline in quality and continues to not sell well, it's a good business move to probably push the brand out of Sephora. And I feel like that has kind of been happening for a while now. You'll notice I don't know if this is at every location, but I know the location near me used to have Kat Von D near the front of the store, and then Fenty came in and stole Kat Von D's position. Now Kat Von D is near the back of the store. And now Kat Von D is on sale almost all the time. That's a sign, in my opinion, that something is wrong. And that Sephora knows that we don't really care anymore. So yeah, 2019, I think the year that Kat Von D is going to be burnt out. Name 3 influencers you think ColourPop will collab with in 2019. Kathleen Lights. It's going to happen again. It just is. I could see them working with somebody like Jay Kissa. She's been receiving PR from them for quite a while now. She reviews all of the PR from them that she gets and does a good job of that. And it just seems like, you know, a good strategic move on their part. So that's 2. Now, the 3rd, I think I'm going to speak from a position of who I'd like for them to collab with, and that would be Too Much Mouth. I feel like Shanine would have a pretty bold color scheme. I could see her doing that, and I just would like to see that happen. I really would. Will that happen? I don't know. Probably not, unfortunately. I don't think ColourPop really has paid a whole lot of attention to her, and that sucks. But yeah, I'd love to see Too Much Mouth collaborate with ColourPop, or ColourPop collaborate with her. One can only hope, right? Do you think the 2019 color of the year will be reflected in the makeup world? Now, I'm going to say yes. A lot of people are probably saying no. But the reason why I think this is because coral is a safe color in the makeup world. Coral is already embedded into the makeup world. We see a lot of coral, peach, warm tones, period. And so I don't think that that's a stretch of the imagination to think that it's going to be reflected in makeup. And when you think of last year seeing a lot of these warm tone palettes with pop blue, coral goes really well with blue. Coral goes really well with a lot of these pop colors. The Just Peachy Mattes palette by Too Faced, there were some coral shades in there. Just coral in general, it's a safer option for the makeup industry than purple. Ultraviolet purple was the color of the year 2018. And yes, we did see some purple, but not as much as what I would have liked. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be that much of a struggle. What trends in eyeshadow palettes do you see coming in 2019? I think smaller palettes between 6 and 12 shades will be popular because we've already started to see that happening, and I think that's going to continue on into the next year. I think that we're going to see more green eyeshadow palettes because towards, I don't know, the tail end of the year, I feel like we started to see pops of green, and like Huda Beauty had her Gemstone Obsession palettes. Juvia's Place had their newest palette, the Tribe palette, I think it's called. And just in general, I'm starting to see a little bit of green, not just from indie companies, but some larger companies. I feel like people are starting to realize people like green eyeshadow. And it would be a good idea to start pushing that a little bit more here and there. So it could be that all we see is, instead of a pop of blue, we start seeing a pop of green. At the very worst, that's what we see. But at the best, maybe we'll start seeing an actual green color scheme in palettes. The Cover Shop palettes, maybe we'll get some green ones. I know some people don't like those. I haven't tried them yet. But maybe we'll see something like that. And yeah, I just have a feeling. What trends or products do you see growing in popularity in 2019? I think the split pan, you know, the one that Angelica Nyqvist seems to really enjoy. So blushes and bronzers that technically have 2 pans in one. So you'll have maybe like a shimmery side and a matte side, or you'll have 2 different colors. Additionally, this goes for highlights as well. I did not say that, but it does. So basically any face product where there's 2 in 1. I think we're going to start seeing more of those. People seem to really like them. And if nothing else, the makeup industry, where it sees that money is being made the most, would tend to try and capitalize on that. I think we're going to see more scented products. That's not going anywhere anytime soon. However, I feel like maybe we're going to get some new scents. Maybe not so much peach. Maybe we'll start veering into some different fruits. Maybe some more vanilla scented stuff. I'm hoping that more drugstore brands are going to come out with liquid glitter eyeshadows. Unfortunately, I did try the NYX one. The NYX one was not any good. But clearly liquid glitter eyeshadows are very popular, and I feel like they're going to start trickling down into the lower price brackets. I think glossy lipsticks are going to have a return, so like tinted lip balms, or the kind that Linda Hallberg came out with that double as a lip tint or a cheek tint. I think those might grow in popularity because I feel like people are starting to grow a little weary of matte lipsticks. So those are the things I can think of off the top of my head. And what trends or products do I see lessening in popularity in 2019? Well, matte lipsticks. As I just said, I feel like glossy lipsticks are going to sort of make a comeback, and I feel like matte lipsticks are going to die off a little bit. I feel like highlighter and contour palettes are going to die off a bit because people are realizing that it's just not a good idea. Like, for example, I did just buy this face palette from E.l.f. And this is basically the only face palette I own because it's really freaking pale. It's not going to work for very many people. So what I just said there, it's not going to work for very many people. Face palettes don't work for very many people. You find maybe 1 or 2 shades out of 4 to 6 that you can use. The rest you can't. They're so skin tone dependent. I think it's just not going to work unless you're a makeup artist who can utilize all the shades. They're pretty pointless otherwise. You're just going to have a lot of wasted product, or you're going to end up with a giant pan that you end up using as eyeshadow and never get through. So in terms of that, I also feel like maybe we'll end up seeing customizable palettes instead, some empty wells that we can fill with our own custom pans that suit our skin tone. Kind of like how the Anastasia palettes, technically you can pop those out. They come pre-made, but you can pop them out and put them into a palette. I think we'll start to see palettes like that where they're already empty and then you can just fill them in with products from that brand. What I'm personally hoping for is that we see fewer flash trends on Instagram and YouTube that are just for popularity and hits. That's just a hope. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's just a personal hope of mine. Next question. What, if any, celebrity or influencer do you predict will come out with their own line in 2019? No, this isn't really a prediction because I have heard that Lady Gaga is coming out with a makeup line. So I'm guessing it'll probably come out in 2019. Nikki Tutorials, I heard, is coming out with some sort of line. However, it's probably nail polish from what I heard. No, I want to make like a genuine, actual prediction here. I'm going to say Queen Latifah. Why do I say that? Because apparently her contract with CoverGirl is up, and they're replacing her line in CoverGirl with some new CoverGirl line, which is questionable. You can read Temptalia's article for more, and I can link that below if you would like. So I don't know if this is just a question of whether or not they could renew the contract, but maybe she was thinking of doing something on her own. I don't know. Maybe that's a little far-fetched, but that would be interesting if she did. And very last question, what did I learn during my 2018 makeup life that I'm going to bring with me into 2019? I learned that I actually really enjoy green eyeshadow. I didn't think I did like green eyeshadow and I avoided it for a long time. But I own quite a bit of green eyeshadow now and I really like it. And I'm definitely going to be bringing that with me into 2019. I also learned that I'm still not comfortable wearing blue eyeshadow no matter how many times I wear it. It's the one color that I still just genuinely have trouble with. A lot of other people enjoy it on me, but I myself don't feel comfortable with it. And so it's the one color that I wear the least, and that's probably not going to change. However, I don't plan to stop wearing it. I'm still going to experiment with it. I feel like I can wear it in small doses and feel okay, but the thing I've learned is that I'm not going to make myself uncomfortable for reasons of beauty. That's not me, and I'm not going to do that. That's it. That's the 2019 makeup tag. I am, again, going to have all of the questions linked below. If you have a channel and you want to do this, you can do it there. Or if you don't have a channel, you can just answer them below in the comments. So this is going to be the very last video on my channel of this year, and I'm going to see you again in 2019. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. I want to thank everyone for their support this year. My channel has grown so much. I've learned a lot this year. I'm going to continue to learn. I hope you will put up with me in the meantime. And yeah, so thank you for all of your love and support. I guess I will see you in 2019. Bye for now.